Hey, yo, what's up? Holla at your boy, Fragrance Family. And welcome back to the Pastor Smell Good YouTube channel, where the scent is always so lovely and the sillage is absolutely divine. I greet you all in the name of peace, prosperity, and perfumery. It's a great day to be bringing you guys back some content. And for today's video, I want to go ahead and drop the video that I created a short for a few weeks ago, probably maybe even a month ago now, concerning Parfums de Marly's Carlisle. So go ahead and take a look at that bottle. There we are. This is the featured fragrance of review tonight, Carlisle by the house of Parfums de Marly. Listen, I had listened to so many reviews. I had read so many comment sections concerning this particular scent that my interest was immediately piqued. And thanks be to goodness, about 3 or 4 months ago, I was able to secure a bottle of Parfums de Marly Carlisle. Now, let me be the one to tell you at the beginning of this review that this bottle that you see in front of you tonight, this is not the first bottle that I purchased. I guess you could chalk it up to my own ignorance when I purchased an 81% bottle. But thanks be to goodness, I was able to get that one off of me, and I was able to go ahead and purchase a 78% alcohol concentration, which you see right here. So for the sake of today's video, this is going to be a 78% alcohol concentration in this particular video. So let's go ahead and get started with the notes. In this particular fragrance, you're going to open up with notes of green apple. You're going to get some nutmeg and saffron. You're going to drift off into a heart of tonka bean. You're going to get some osmanthus there. And you're going to get some Davana, I believe it's called, in the mid of this particular fragrance. And you're going to round out to a base of vanilla, some opopanax resinoid, and you're going to get some patchouli. So when you get all of that stuff working together in this particular scent, how does this fragrance waft through the air on the initial spritz? Let me be the one to tell you guys, this fragrance opens up very dirty, spicy to me. And the reason it opens up dirty, spicy to me is because though the patchouli is listed in the base, I pick up the patchouli immediately and it lingers for the life of the scent. So you get that dirty earthiness from the patchouli, which I really do think kind of renders a sexiness to the particular fragrance, which is why you hear a lot of people reference this for like date nights and stuff like that. I really do pick up that nuance here. And the spiciness is going to come from a very prominent dose of the nutmeg coupled with the spicy saffron. So that's what's giving me a very dirty, spicy opening to the scent. Now, this is the interesting thing about it. The green apple is listed in the top of the fragrance, and it is there. Don't get me wrong. But on that initial blast, it takes like a couple of minutes in the opening for that green apple to really come up. So it's going to open initially with a dirty spiciness due to the saffron and the nutmeg coupled with the patchouli. As you continue to drift on through the opening of the scent, that very rich green apple note is going to come up. And by the time you get into the mid of the scent, it picks up more body. Yes, the fragrance is going to pick up more body because in the mid, we're going to come across this delicious, this well done tonka bean note. And if you guys know anything about me, I am a tonka bean fan. I enjoy a good tonka bean note. So that tonka bean is going to start putting body on this very spicy, somewhat appley and dirty opening. So you're going to start getting the body in the mid because of the tonka. But then there's a note of osmanthus that creeps up. And let me tell you why that's important. Because at this point, the apple is asserting itself more. But if you know anything about the osmanthus note, that particular note is going to render a very jammy, peachy apricot type of fragrance profile. So the reason that's there, I believe, is to just provide more support and fruitiness to that delicious apple note in there. And you talk about something to enjoy. And listen, by the time we get to the base, the tonka is going to begin to couple with that vanilla, and it's going to be ooh, woo, good. Yes, this fragrance is going to get sweeter. It's going to get even more body on it. Okay, and it's also going to be coupled down in the base with this Opanax resin, which is really, really nice. So you're going to get this sweet, resinous, balsamic base on the bottom of this apple sexy patchouli fragrance profile. This is absolutely well done. I really, really enjoy Parfums de Marly Carlisle. If I had to give you a reference point for what this smells like and what this fragrance reminds me of, this reminds me of the caramel apple lollipop. That's what I'm getting out of this thing. You remember when I reviewed Leighton, I talked about how it gives me this delicious apple pie thing. This one gives me the caramel apple lollipop thing with just this sexy turn up on it because of that patchouli, that dirty patchouli note, coupled with a little bit of spice. It is extremely nice. I really, really enjoy putting on this scent. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the performance of it because, see, this is what everybody's coming to the yard for. There is so much talk in fragrance groups about what has come of Parfums de Marly as of late. So I know everybody wants to know, smell good. How do you rate this particular scent? How do you rate the newer batches that are coming out, the 81% stuff? Well, let's go ahead and talk about that. All right. In terms of projection, this scent does get up on off of me for about an hour to an hour and a half. Then it begins to recess. It begins to recede a little bit and get a little bit closer to the skin. So I would say for projection, I would give this average projection on my skin. Okay. Far as longevity goes, listen, guys, this fragrance is pushing about 10 hours for me. Okay. Because I put this fragrance on early this morning and I had a meeting at about 4 o'clock. And guess what? The person I met at the meeting, when I walked through the door, the first question was, ooh, what is that you have on? So that let me know this scent was still performing after the 10-hour mark, after a complete work day, after going into a cafeteria where the food aromas are just wafting all over the place. This bad boy does last. So for longevity's sake, I would say this sucker is giving me on an average like 10 hours. So I'm very, very pleased with that. Sillage, I would say about 2 to 3 feet. Okay, that's pretty much what I'm getting out of this. Arm's length, okay? About 2 to 3 feet is what I'm picking up with the projection, sillage, I'm sorry. And I'm absolutely satisfied with that. Compliment factor. What does this 78% bottle do for me in terms of compliments? Everything I wanted to do. Compliment magnet, guys. Compliment monster. Listen, if you want to wear a fragrance that is going to be sure to have people asking what you have on, complimenting you on how wonderful you smell, look no further than Parfums de Marly Carlisle. And guys, I'm going to be completely honest. When I was researching the fragrance and listening to a lot of YouTubers and reading a lot of fragrance boards, I was hearing a lot of people tell me about how this fragrance draws compliments. And yes, in my experience, this gets the job done. All right. So what's the occasion I would wear this for? Listen, this black bottle screams black tie event, black tuxedo. This fragrance is formal and this fragrance is also casual to me. So in other words, she moves up and down with you. You can do whatever you want with this. You can take this on a date. You can wear this to conduct some formal business. You can wear this scent to work, and I think it's just going to do absolutely well for you. Now, I know some of you were saying, well, Pastor, you said this has a sexiness to it. Yes, it does. And listen, it's also professional as well. So you can wear this in a professional setting. Like, this fragrance is just versatile. Let me go ahead and say it that way. I would not wear this in the heat. I would not do it. If I spray this in the summer, I'm going to do probably 2 or 3 sprays max, and it's going to be in the evening. But I would more quickly, more readily want to put this scent on when I've got some cool temperatures. And even if it's cold, this thing is still going to perform well. And guys, listen, this is a 78% alcohol concentration. This is not like a first year release. Okay, don't think that. But this is a 78% concentration. All right. So guys, what does this particular scent shoot from the line? What is the smell good rating for Parfums de Marly Carlisle? I'm going to go ahead and rate this bad boy 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is a 90% free throw shooter for me. This caramel apple lollipop in a bottle screams my type of fragrance. I am down for the cause with this type of stuff. All right. So before I close out this video, this is what I really want to talk about, because a lot of people were asking me about the newer versions and even the 81, 82% bottle I owned before. Let me talk about that quickly. Okay. Now I have featured this review of the 78%. Now I want to talk to you about that 81% bottle I had. Are y'all ready for it? If you have a 2023 81% bottle of Parfum de Marly, let Smell Good be the one to tell you it's absolute trash. I said it. Absolute trash. If you come across any Parfum de Marly bottle of Carlisle or Ajan or Harrod that has an 81, 82% bottle on it, I don't suggest you pick that one up. It is too much of a disappointment. Okay. Now I know there's some people out there that don't probably appreciate what I'm saying right now, because something I notice about niche perfumery, when you criticize a niche fragrance, people are quick to take up for the scent because it's expensive or because of the brand name. Listen, I only got about 800 and some subscribers. Parfum de Marly probably will never hear what I'm talking about. I don't care about that. When you are charging $400 a bottle, retail price for a fragrance, those percentage bottle performance are absolutely trash. Absolutely trash. Okay. Now, there are some enthusiasts for Parfum de Marly. This is what they say. Well, I'm telling you what you do, Smell Good. You got to wait for it to macerate, because see, that's probably a newer bottle, and you just need to give that thing some time to macerate, and then in maybe about a year or 2 years, you go and spray that, and it's performing like a monster. Scratch that. $400 a bottle, I'm not going to tolerate it. And listen, even for $200 a bottle, I'm just not going to tolerate that type of stuff. Okay? I'm not going to spend that type of money, $300, $400 plus on a bottle of perfume, and then have to wait to use it. Well, if that's the case, Parfum de Marly, how about I give you about a quarter or a third of the money you're charging and then pay you the rest of it after the maceration kicks in? How about that? That sounds crazy, doesn't it? Well, that's how it sounds to us when you're putting out trash bottles and you want $400 worth of retail money. You have got to be kidding me. You are killing me, Smalls. Smell Good's just not the one. I'm going to keep it real. I don't even have 1,000 people that are subscribed to my channel, but the 800 plus I do have, I owe it to you guys to tell you the truth and to clip a toenail off in any niche fragrance behind that's out here charging hundreds of dollars and putting out trash performing fragrances on the market. So for those of you that were asking about the 2023 bottles, your big bro said they're trash. Try to find you a 78% bottle, or you go back and find you a vintage bottle of Parfum de Marly Carlisle, Harrod or Ajan. That's what you do. But don't you dare give this company $300, $400 plus of your hard-earned money for somebody to tell you, oh, it's a newer bottle, let it macerate. How about I pay you a quarter of that money, and then after it macerates, I pay you the rest? I bet you they wouldn't like that. So let me shout out my boy Amateur. Okay, I don't know your name, Amateur, but we were talking today in the comment section on one of my other videos. Okay, and you were asking me about how does Carlisle stack up compared to Naxos. Now, my brother, if we talk in a 2023 bottle, it does not. There is no competition. You can't compete where you don't compare. It's not even close. Now, this particular bottle here is much, much better, but guess what? It's still no Naxos, all right? Naxos is in a class all by herself, okay? Even this particular bottle here, 78% alcohol concentration, it is nowhere close to the performance and the projection of Naxos. Man, look, Naxos, I'm getting like 12 hours of longevity. I'm talking like 4 hours projection. Naxos is an animal, okay? This is a beast, don't get me wrong, but that's an animal. Right over there above my head. You see her right there? That is an animal, okay? So in terms of projection and what's the better scent, between Carlisle and Naxos, your big bro's telling you Naxos, hands down. All right? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little speech, this little fragrant sermon from your big bro, and I'll holler back at you guys later. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Forward the information to whoever you think could use it. Toss your boy one of those likes, and let's get a conversation started in the comment section. Till next time, guys, take care of yourselves and each other.